In this video, we will set up a customer packing profile. Open Minfos Packing by clicking the packing icon on the Minfos Launchpad. The Profiles window will display, listing all customers with packing profiles. Click New Profile. Search for the customer by entering their surname and first name, or the customer number. Either double-click the patient or highlight and click Select Patient. The new packing profile for your patient is displayed. When a patient is created, they are created with an active status. This customer's profile should display the care facility assigned to this customer in Customer Maintenance. The main window is divided into 3 sections. The patient details, including their address and a comment entry field. This field can be used for any comments you wish to leave for this patient's packing profile. The Allergy List. This information is carried across from any allergies which have been listed in Customer Maintenance for this patient. The Pack Details group. The DAA system should display blister as the default. If your customer does not have blister set as the default, please check that they have been allocated to the correct nursing home. Foil type. There are 3 options that can be selected. These are weekly, monthly or date range. Cycle start date. This is the date which the patient will first start taking their packed medication. Ensure that the day of the week is the day which the patient usually starts taking their new packs. Last run. This field will be updated when the first packing run is performed and display the date the last run was completed. Created date. This field displays the date that the profile was created. Next run. This date is calculated based on the last run date and the packing period for the patient. You can create a pack run outside this date if required. Use 24-hour dose time. This will apply 24-hour dose times. If the 24-hour dose time checkbox is not selected, non-numeric dose times can be used, such as breakfast, lunch or dinner. Select the Medication Grids tab. This window displays the patient's current and previous packed medications. These are separated into 3 sections: packed, non-packed, and when required medications. To create more visibility, you can drag the border up or down between the packed and non-packed sections. Dose times will populate into the medication grids from the default time set in the nursing home editing window. To change the dose times in the medication grids, click on a dose time and type a new value. Invalid times are indicated by a surrounding red box. To add a drug to the patient's profile, click the Add Drug button. The drug can be added in 2 ways. To manually enter the drug, enter the name of the drug to search and select. Searching the patient's drug history allows you to view a list of drugs which have been dispensed to the customer. To add the drug to the patient's packing profile, double-click the drug. This list can be filtered by entering a date range, selecting deleted scripts or outstanding repeats only. Once the drug has been selected, enter in all relevant drug information. Enter a medication physical description and click Update Description if you wish to apply this as a default description for the drug. Select the relevant pack type: packed, non-packed, or when required. Select the route of administration if required. Select this checkbox if the drug is a short course medication and enter an end date when this medication will be complete. Enter the dose directions into the Directions field. Normal dispense shortcuts can be used. Select the frequency that the patient takes this medication. Once frequency information is added, the dose settings and dose matrix will display, with dose times being auto-filled from the medication grid. Select the start date that the patient will commence the drug. If applicable, select an end date for the drug. An end date must be entered if a short course medication has been selected, or the frequency for this drug is a varies dose. In this case, the date should be no later than 90 days from the start date. Click in a dosage field to add dosage amounts. To navigate through to a future date, use the skip buttons or click the calendar to select the date. Most frequency types are self-explanatory. Two frequency types which are different are varies and recurring varied dose. Varies, dosage varies over a set period of time. Recurring varied dose, a dose that recurs at the same time on the same day each week. These two options do not display the dosage field above the time slots. To add a dose for these two options, select the date time cell by clicking on the field and entering the dose. Click the Save button to return to the medication grid.